gonna happen to the other.
And your teachers
Well, that's their problem.
But if we're giving them the jobs, what are they gonna do?
You know what? What the Mexican people have to do is do exactly what we did. Rise up and have a race revolution.
But it ain't right. You think they're sitting there with the chihuahuas? Like, what the fuck do you think they're doing?
They disarmed the Mexicans just like they disarmed the French. They disarmed the English, and the minute they disarm us, it's over for us.
Now, where the hell do you get English, French, and fucking what the fuck?
How are we gonna rise if he becomes president? Because he's really doing
How is Donald Trump gonna help me? How is he gonna help me?
Trump is not wasting money on that. The money I paid wait a second. Hold it. No, it's not. I paid $200 for a ticket.
Why would you pay $200?
Everybody in there paid $200 a ticket. You know where the money's going? To pay off Chris Christie's debt.
Why can't Chris Christie pay off his own debt?
Why is he in debt?
Why is he in debt? Why is he in debt?
I like him right there. I like him right there.
So many candidates in the state. Nobody asked him. He did it himself.
That's right, and the debt is his. His campaign.
Make him pay his own debt. Why should we pay his debt?
I'm paying his
So why are you helping him out?
Because I want to see Donald Trump. That's all.
Why would you want to see a talking horse?
Pay $200 for some bullshit that's never gonna happen.
Amen.
So who are you for?
Bernie.
Bernie saying the same thing about Trump.
You're literally messed up. You think Bernie is saying the same thing?
He's saying that we need to bring our jobs back, and these bad trade deals have sent those jobs.
He's not saying the tag on Muslims. That's the difference.
He's not racist, though. But he's not racist. I haven't touched but Bernie is a racist.
Every candidate says he's bringing back jobs. But everything else that he's saying, you're agreeing with. That's the problem.
Bernie cares about education.
There's no point in having this conversation. She's never going to change her opinion. Who the fuck cares about her?
Hi there.
Thank you. Going over here.
I listen to Alex Jones every day.
Every day.
Every day.
I know that's right.
These people don't understand at all how tariffs work.
No,
Obviously, you brought up
they certainly
tariffs
don't.
and they have no clue what a tariff is.
I have a question for you. Why is it that since Donald Trump started his Islamophobia tactics, why is it there an increase of attacks towards the Muslim population? Why is there an increase? Why do you think that there's an increase, like attacks on the Muslim community after Donald Trump's raiding?
He never said
Are you afraid of me? Are you afraid of me as a
Why should
Muslim?
I be afraid of you?
Because that's what Donald Trump is portraying to his supporters in the media.
He is talking about until you can figure out what the hell is going on, and that's exactly what he said. There should be a temporary ban on Muslims entering this country. And if you are
just temporarily lock them in, right?
You have paperwork.
You're an American citizen.
You have paperwork. But all these immigrants from
How do you
Syria.
know everybody from Syria is Muslim? How do you know everybody's not Muslim?
I don't know. There's a lot of Christians, and we won't even let them in the country.
But do you know, my family were refugees in Afghanistan, okay, when the Russians came.
let's go
But my family did nothing like that. You can't just blame one terroristic activity on the whole population.
You know what? A plane just went down over Egypt.
A school just got shot.
A school,
Probably just got shot up by a white guy.
a white guy.
Yes.
So only white guys go into
It's
schools.
mostly white guys.
Well, I will tell you this:
it is.
most of terrorism
males.
is extremist Muslims.
No.
Wait.
How about domestic?
Go to FBI.gov. That is false.
Oh.
Who is Timothy
Go
McVeigh?
to FBI.gov. That is false.
What's false?
That most terrorists are
Muslims are terrorists. Most of them are white guys.
Yes.
FBI.gov will tell you that.
You know, Timothy McVeigh just went down today and killed over 60 people.
The mainstream media is warping your mind.
Yes, seriously.
I never watched the mainstream.
But what is your definition of
What do you
terrorist?
do?
Because the terrorist is anyone that uses violence to get a political advantage.
That's right.
Okay, so doesn't America technically do that in every other country they go to?
Exactly.
When we bring troops
Why
here,
is
do we not
America
do the
still
same?
in Afghanistan though after 30,
You know what?
15 years?
We're in 150 different different
Why is
countries,
Guantanamo Bay
and
still open?
just like Trump says, we ought to get out of there. We're protecting Europe, Japan, Israel, South Korea. We have forces in 150 different countries, and they're not paying anything back.
So why are we continuing to help them if they're not paying us back?
Because that's what we should stop doing.
But what does it have to do with
The United
Muslims
States
being
Army
terrorists?
should basically work as the world's police force? That's not our job.
No, she's saying
I
that
agree with you.
the opposite.
But that's what we're doing in 150 different countries. And you know what? We're supposed to protect American interests. Well, if these goddamn corporations or oil interests make them hire their own army,
But
like
do you know
the Prussian
Donald Trump
soldiers.
does a lot of his business with overseas in Dubai who are Muslim-owned people. So
He
how do you
has
feel about
hotels
that?
over there.
Right.
He has casinos.
Actually, according
over
to the Panama Papers, he has something like 3,000 associations and offshore accounts.
there. I'm sure he does. So does Ross
So-
Perot.
Does that make it
he's not running
okay?
for
Yet you can't put all your eggs in one basket.
I have a question.
So
I know
3,000 and
3,000 different corporations or countries.
3,000 things named in the Panama Papers is way too expansive for me to give you a detailed breakdown, but it says to me that he's definitely doing a lot of shady things in little nations, little island nations, maybe an oil rig offshore that he turned into a micronation.
So one last question, then I'll be out.
Yeah.
What if Donald Trump does not live up to the expectation he's talking about now for all his supporters? How would you feel about it? What if he does something totally opposite? Maybe he's just getting your support and your money and stuff. How would you feel about that later after he's elected?
Well, I don't think I'd feel any different than all the people who voted for Obama.
Congress. One word, Congress.
No,
How's he
Obama.
allowed to do anything when
Everything
Congress
Obama does
Actually,
has to
I'm
go
not
through
gonna
Congress.
lie. What you guys don't
wait
realize-
a second.
No,
Obama, if you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. All the lies that guy has fed to us.
Obama has lied a lot. Let's
Yes,
actually.
we know that
We know.
Obama's
Yeah,
story.
there are lots of things that Obama has done that you guys don't even know about right now.
That was
There
back in
there's
2009.
tons of trade
Obama
deals that he's
said
already
he'd do
made
it,
that are
didn't
hurting our
he?
country
He
more
said
than what he said he
well,
would do.
I'm not disagreeing
Yeah.
with you, but I'm just saying he said he was going to
Close downtown. And he said he was going to do it within 6 months after his
his
first term.
first election in 2009.
Politicians lie, surprise.
Well, but actually, since even though he has tried to shut it down, you do know that most people who end up in Guantanamo Bay cannot find a home in any other country, right?
Yeah.
So
Not
then
even
that's
look at
basically.
the post-traumatic stress they will
But
have
even if they didn't do
afterwards.
anything, so then
What
should
did
we
they
not
do? They
bring them
did
into our
nothing.
country?
What's that?
We shouldn't bring them in our country, right? You don't think we should bring them in our country?
I don't think we should at all. No.
Okay, so then where do
They're
they go?
terrorists.
No,
They can
even though-
stay.
Wait.
They can stay right where they
Wait,
are.
wait,
But
If
if
they
they
were to shut them down.
they might get killed. We invaded their home. It should be
gotta
our
give
job
it up to you.
to.
aren't we a nation built on
They might
immigrants?
get killed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
America is.
We stole land. We stole people to build this country.
Making America great again. What's your definition of making America great?
Aside from
Well, we're a
Aside
mess.
from going back to
Wait a
slavery
second.
and
We're
everything
a
else.
mess right now. We're $19 trillion in debt. We have not 93 million people over the age of 25 and under the age of
You're avoiding the
65
question. What's your idea of making America great again? What do you
because
think that is?
we're lousy right now. That's why. Everything stinks now. It stinks.
How
Make America racist
I
again.
want to hear it from your perspective.
Well, in the first place, he's going to build a wall, keep terrorists.
Who's gonna build?
Build
Who's
a
gonna pay for
wall?
it?
Mexico is going to
course,
pay
yes.
for it.
What does
Yes.
that how does it benefit us?
All right, just
How does that benefit us? It doesn't cost us anything.
Trump going to
How does that benefit?
That benefits literally no one then.
What do you mean, the wall doesn't benefit or
How's the wall
Mexico?
benefit us?
Wait a second.
What are they doing to us that's so bad that I don't understand?
We have terrorists, Muslims. They just caught
So all Muslims are terrorists.
I'm saying Mexicans are Muslims.
All Muslims are terrorists.
They just caught an Afghanistan guy down
Sorry,
coming
all
over the border.
Muslims are
Again, I
terrorists.
encourage you to go to FBI.gov and you see that mostly white people
Okay.
are the majority of
Why do you
terrorists.
support Trump?
Wait a
Muslims are
second.
terrorists, so that means I'm a terrorist.
Muslims are white people.
I'm not white. We're
You're
not white.
white.
No, you're not.
You
Excuse
are
me, Christian white men.
no. There are.
FBI.gov. Look it up.
Wait,
She doesn't blow up everybody. Does she have anything that she's gonna blow anybody up with?
Caucasian. I am between Asian. I am Asian
And?
or I am Middle Eastern.
There's no such thing as Middle Eastern.
Yes, there is.
It's not a race.
It's right then. So why do I have to bracket?
Actually, the race is more referred to just the color. I mean, like by United
What's
States
your
standards, you would not be
background?
white.
What is your background?
I know. Well, that's what it came
Well, I'm African. I'm black.
You aren't black. She's black.
I'm black.
Excuse me, I'm half Hispanic.
Yeah, but Hispanics are not a race.
Black isn't a
What do you?
race.
They never said it was a race.
Let me
though.
explain something. Let me do a lesson.
It's still
alright?
actually, it's actually not a
because
race
the
like
white man
US
came to
standards
the
right
land
now.
of Africa, took the enslaved people, mixed in with the Spaniards, mixed in with the natives of the land, and that created Hispanics. We come our name Hispanic.
Paul,
we are
it's a
emergence of the
nationality.
people.
It's not a race
Okay,
at the moment.
I want to ask you this. Who caught those black people and brought them to the white English slave traders? Because it was
White
the
people
white
who hired pirates.
The white
Black
people
pirates,
did not run into the jungle and catch those people.
The jungle, because Africa is all jungle.
If you were
Jungle
white,
is
it's gonna be
unexplored
America. I'm
land.
disgusted. I really am.
Unexplored land by who?
The same thing. How does it feel getting schooled by high school?
But you never answered my question yet. How does the law benefit us?
How does
Yeah,
the
How does the law benefit us?
He knows more than
Well, we won't
Hey, what's
have,
the median
we won't
age
have
here?
Illegal,
Are you all mostly high school?
illegal aliens here who shouldn't be here.
15.
How does that hurt us?
How does that hurt us? They come here and they work for cash and they lower the wages and especially
because other people are
of
too
the
lazy
black
to actually
people.
get out and do the
But
dirty
if they-
jobs.
No, what it does is it lowers the wages because they're willing to pay cash. If
Because they need to
didn't-
support their families.
No, wait. If they didn't come, the wages would go up.
Okay. So since they're here, Jeffrey, wait. Since they're here and they're basically taking our jobs, is what you just said, right? How does that hurt us? Because we can see them get the same exact jobs they do, even if it's for a lower price, we can still work instead of doing nothing. So them being here and us being here at the same time, we're combating for jobs, but we're actually not combating for jobs. We're allowing them to get the jobs. So if there was a problem, we can take the jobs.
You know
and
what?
they don't need to
You're
take the
exactly right. We are allowing what?
Why do people like? Why does somebody cross a fucking desert to come to another country? Why? Because like they can go and like because the fucking Donald Trump's like corporations, like because like you know people like Donald Trump. First of all.
Yeah.
Okay.
You confused me.
You asked me the question. Wait a second. I'm talking to him, okay? Yeah, I know, but he wanted a question. How does that hurt us?
Yeah.
We have 11 million illegal people here and probably 20. If those people weren't here, you would have wages rise.
According to the Native
Okay,
Americans,
so that
we're here.
black people and anybody else could have a living wage. But when they come here, I can go to Heightstown right now and you see these people standing on the corner. And construction guys,
Did you just
gravel
point out
guys.
that
I was just saying, Heightstown,
Where are you
okay?
from? Excuse me, man. Where are you from?
Princeton,
No, I mean like where are your parents from?
England, and
Oh, so
Czechoslovakia.
an immigrant. Wow.
You're stealing our jobs?
What you guys are missing is that what she said wasn't a lie because she agreed with me. Is that we're not going to take we don't want to do the job, as in we're not putting
Hey,
out
if they were paying $20 an hour, you'd take it.
most definitely.
But they're not going to.
But if I really need a job that badly that I will build a wall to keep people out, I would take the job for any price. Because that means I really need the job.
Okay, how about this? There's a wall in Korea.
Yes, there is.
Okay, and we are protecting the border of North Korea and South Korea.
And everyone in North Korea is dying out of starvation, yes.
Yeah, the North Koreans are dying. There is a wall in Israel to keep terrorists out.
The war.
I don't know.
There was land that was established by the U.S. that they were not owning. They didn't own.
Well, I will agree with you. I will agree with you
Both sides are
that the
terrorists.
Jewish state is a nation of immigrants.
Both sides are terrorists.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So where do our laws come from?
They come from historic precedents.
They don't come from morality?
Well, that too, if you want to talk about morality, but I'm not talking about morality.
I'm asking about it, and so I'm talking about it.
Okay.
So would you agree that laws come from an inherent morality?
Laws come from people who want to pass laws. And right now, for instance, you drive down this street at 75 miles an hour, and buddy, you're in trouble.
Yes.
That's a law that people...
Yes, I'm sure, but we can change laws if there's an Autobahn in Germany, something like that
no
here.
Speed limit.
Correct. You can change the speed limit to whatever you want, and we can change it to immigrants coming in different.
Who's against immigrants?
It sounds like she's against illegal immigrants, and this is why I'm asking about legality versus morality.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you agree that morality is what informs our laws?
I don't think so. I think We have immoral laws right now.
Do you think morality is important?
Well, you know, you're asking churchy questions, and that ain't my thing.
Well, actually, morals are a little bit different than religion, unless you're a religious person.
And I'm not particularly.
So your answer to my question is no. Morality is not important.
I got no religious stuff.
I don't consider morality the basis of our laws.
Right. I'm asking, is morality important to you?
I just told you.
No, you didn't. You said it's not the basis of our laws.
Okay.
I'm asking, is morality important to you?
It's not important to me.
I see. And would you consider yourself a typical Trump supporter?
I don't know. I'm a businesswoman. I understand.
And you think it's okay for Donald Trump to bankrupt the U.S. economy like he talked about a week or two
Well,
ago?
let's talk about bankrupting the economy. Obama doubled it in 8 years.
We're not talking about Obama.
Hey,
Let's-
can't. That's why we have a $19 trillion debt. Because he never cut spending.
Have a good night, sir.
He never cut spending.
Well,
And he gave food stamps, cell phones, all of that stuff free.
Well, a lot of those things are now necessities to live on.
I don't happen to have a cell phone. How do I live without one?
I mean, you might live without one because you were raised at a time frame that you didn't need one.
got your
I
question.
don't
Don't
need
answer
one.
that.
I don't need one.
Well, you were raised in a time frame where you learned the materials that you needed to live without it. Now, when kids are being brought up, they don't know how to function without a cell phone.
I know that. I see them walking down the street going
That
like
is completely
this.
true.
And you know what? I've seen them walk into fountains.
Yeah, it's dangerous, but because we've come to an age where it's actually a necessity because you gotta.
It's
Can I
not
ask you,
a necessity.
I gotta get going. Can I ask your name?
Beverly.
Beverly? My name's Rod Beverly.
Okay, Rod or Rod?
You can go with Rod if you want, but it's Rod.
Rod, okay.
Like R-O-D, like Rod
Hard.
Stewart.
That's his. That must be his. That is. There's the Trump helicopter.
Worship it. He is your new God.
So it's
Well,
Trump.
look at how happy you are all of a sudden.
Hey.
You were so angry this whole time and your eyes lit up. That's the Trump helicopter.
because they were
He
basically
is your
attacking-
God. You don't need morality, but he is your God. Worship him. Donald Trump, I worship
Well,
you.
who are you for?
I'm a journalist, so I don't speak of such things. I just
Wait,
ask you the questions.
Who would you vote for?
I am a journalist. I don't speak of
Okay,
it.
you can't pretend to be nonpartisan in this. I mean, I'm a journalist too, but you've been pretty partisan.
Yeah, I can say that after all the things that Donald Trump has done, I'm against Donald Trump, but I'm not going to endorse a candidate.
All right, that's fine. So anyone but Trump, or someone but
Because
Trump.
if he endorses
Oh, I
Canada,
would not. I
it
would not
just
say
shows more
anyone but
bias.
Trump. That's not a good idea.
You can't do that.
Beverly, thank you very much.
You. Good
Okay.
enough.
I
Talk
think
to
I've
you.
seen you
Bye
around.
bye. I gotta get out of here while I can.
No, not in here, but.
No, not even a fucking big percentage. Tiny.
How many women in the U.S.
Get raped. Do you know how many?
1 in every 3
Fuck
women.
ton, a
That
fuck
means
ton.
that all Americans
That's
are
a
victims.
that's a
Like,
crisis.
they kinda want
There's a
us
rape
to
crisis.
raise the price
Exactly.
here in the
Exactly.
US.
But if
Yeah.
a lot of the rapes that are being reported, that is not a fact. I can't do that.
No, that's
I gotta